Hey Franco, great to see you. Some lovely words from Flavio on Beyond the Grid earlier this week, saying that you're doing a really good job. That he hopes that sees no reason why you shouldn't continue in the future. I just wondered what your kind of thoughts were on that, and it must be good to hear.
Yeah, good to hear. Of course, Flavio, he has been very supportive. It's been just that last year we had some very tough moments as a team, and of course, when you're the team boss and making all the decisions, you want your drivers to do well. And I think he really helped me to also improve in the tough moments, and out of the really difficult situations, he really helped me to maximize those and learn from those. And I think nowadays that made me a lot stronger. So I matured a lot and I grew a lot in that. It was not even a full first year with the team, but that 2025 season that was very difficult really helped me to put everything together this season and be much more on it and much stronger with the team. And Flavio has been there always behind, pushing for that to happen. And this year I'm feeling much more confident, and of course it's a lot of it is thanks to him, and he put a lot of trust on me. This year I'm feeling much more confident and much better in the car and with the team, so it's been in a better place. But no, just very. I heard a little bit about it and quite fun interviews. Always fun to listen to Flavio, and he has been so successful in the sport that you always kind of learn listening to him a little bit. And he helped me as well always to find a little bit of the path this year as well. He commented as well in the interview how he helped me go in a bit of a better direction, and it's always very appreciated when you are so successful in a sport and so experienced. I always take those comments and it pushes me on the right direction.
Have you had any chats with him yet about next year specifically, or are you just pretty happy with how things are?
No, I'm just going race by race and trying to focus on this weekend first and trying to make the most out of the car we have. I think we need to improve quite a lot the car. As Flavio, he's not very conformist, and when we finish P6 in a race, he goes back in the factory and he's the one not happy at all and trying to improve more and more because he wants to win the podium, doesn't want to be P6. And I really appreciate that, and I think nowadays the way to put a team that was P10 last year back into podiums and fighting for race wins, it's the way that he's driving the team forward. And we are all working on the same direction. We are all wanting more and more, even though we are doing better. We want to be closer to the top teams, and unfortunately at the minute we are a bit far, so we are trying to fight hard and understand why the areas we need to improve.
Bueno, como siempre, jueves, en un día un poco caluroso, acá en Austria, pero bueno, va a ser un fin de semana con mucho calor, tal vez inclusive alguna llovizna o lluvia pronosticada para el domingo, pero el calor se está viviendo en otro lado, en Estados Unidos, el Mundial. Franco, ¿estuviste viendo los partidos?
Sí, obvio. No, increíble lo de Leo.
Goles de la cabra.
Sí, increíble. Un capo. Lo amo, boludo. Es una cosa de locos. Que no se retire más. Tiene que jugar el del 2030 también.
Sí, además te digo una cosa. Después de ese encuentro en Miami, que siempre decimos que fuiste tocado por la varita, y él también, viene bien. Sí.
Bueno, él también. No hacía falta que lo toque ninguna varita, me parece. No hacía falta. Pero no, a mí sí, un poco creo que me ayudó. Y nada, obviamente que contento de que lo estén haciendo también en el Mundial y verlos tan juntos, ¿no? A todo el equipo, a todas las selecciones es muy especial, ¿no? Verlos de vuelta a jugar como muy conectados, como que todo va fluyendo, entre ellos se llevan muy bien. No pasa en todas las selecciones y creo que es algo que es muy importante en la serie y que creo que también los hace alcanzar mejores resultados y los hace jugar mejor y nada, me encanta lo comprometidos que están con la camiseta y nada, el huevo que le están metiendo, así que ojalá sigan así y sigan.
¿No venimos con la camiseta o no?
Yo vine con la camiseta. No, vino mejor entrar porque tenía... ¿Qué?
¿Qué te pasa?
¿Qué?
¿Qué te pasó? ¿Qué te pasó? ¿No te dejaron entrar porque
mejor entrar porque me pusieron otra camiseta de una marca, no sé. Yo quería entrar con la Argentina y no me dejaron.
Bueno, listo. Pero bueno, en algún momento lo vamos a usar y seguramente vamos a seguir los partidos. Hablando un poquito...
3 AM, ¿no?
Sí, esa vaya dura,
Esa no sé si llega.
No llegaba, si no está medio dormido. Pero está medio tarde la carrera. Es medio tarde.
Es a las 3, ¿no?
Sí, por eso.
Capaz lo miro.
Un ratito.
Sí, capaz me pongo.
Igual te digo, fue el día del automovilismo, también del piloto argentino. Vos sos el que mejor nos está representando, Franco, y nos está dando muchas alegrías también. Es como en conjunto, ¿no? Que la bandera está allá en lo más alto.
Sí, creo que es la idea, ¿no? Y lo que todos los deportistas argentinos queremos es llevar la bandera argentina lo más alto posible. En mi caso, ya hace unos años cumplí mi sueño de llegar a la Fórmula 1, pero bueno, nada, ahora se van habiendo mucho más sueños y querer seguir sumando puntos, querer hacer algún podio en algún momento. Es como que estamos trabajando para eso, para mejorar como equipo, para llevar el auto y para estar peleando con los 4 mejores equipos y no estar solamente ahí en mitad de tabla. Así que nada, mucho trabajo por detrás para también llevar a Argentina un poco más arriba y nada, siempre muy agradecido con todos los que apoyan, ¿no? Es un placer y siempre se hace sentir mucho el apoyo. Así que nada, trabajaremos para tener un buen resultado y acá ojalá que demos un pasito comparado con Barcelona y estar un poco mejor.
¿Alguna mejora? ¿Algo? Pues están trayendo mucho los equipos.
Sí, nosotros no estuvimos trayendo últimamente, así que nada, creo que nos quedamos un paso atrás comparado con eso. Acá traemos un alerón nuevo que capaz mejora, ojalá que nos ayude. Así que nada, esperemos que sea positivo y que nos pueda ayudar un poco en las limitaciones que tenemos.
Un cameo hiciste, te vi en el Visa, hizo un super clip después de...
Vos salís en el superclip.
No,
Sale Flavio, boludo.
Es buenísimo. Pero vos,
espectacular.
muy bien, muy lindo. ¿Te sorprendiste cuando te lo mostramos, o no?
Sí, no, es espectacular. No lo había visto. Pero Gonza me lo había mandado y nada, la verdad que es que las cosas creativas que hace me hace cagar de risa. Es un maestro, boludo. Es un fenómeno. La verdad que las cosas que hace y que se le ocurren no se le ocurren a nadie. Y por eso es tan bueno y por eso la gente lo quiere tanto, lo banca tanto y cuando sale algo de él se hace tan viral. La verdad que nada, la rompe. Me causó mucha gracia que saliera Flavio, el auto ahí, derecho de F1, le chupó todo, no pasa nada. Pero nada, un maestro, Gonza, siempre la rompe y otro gran representante argentino en el mundo de la música, así que nada, el número 1 en lo que hace.
A very warm welcome, everybody, to the drivers' press conference ahead of the FIA Formula One Austrian Grand Prix. The usual 2 groups coming your way. Group 1, left to right, Isaac Hadjar, Oscar Piastri and Pierre Gasly. A very warm welcome to you all. Pierre, you've got your P3 trophy from Monaco. How sweet does that feel?
Yeah, very happy.
Anything more you want to add? Just tell us how you got it.
Looks good in my home. It looks good in the cabinet, and no, I'm obviously happy to get it back. It's been a long story, bit of a wait, not much celebration. So if you have any suggestion, of celebrations for the summer, more than welcome. And very happy about it.
Okay, Isaac, can we bring you in on this? Get your thoughts on giving up the trophy.
It's been 3 weeks now, so yeah, I'm happy that I have to give it to Pierre at least, to give it to my friend, and not someone else. So at least that's the good part, let's say.
Pierre, let's come back to you. This is the best start to a season you've ever had. Just how much potential does this car have?
Well, yeah, I must say the team so far has done a good job in terms of reliability. They've really been faultless so far. I think the car performance we've seen from the start of the year, we seem to be able to fight in the points pretty much consistently every weekend. Edge the midfield, it's kind of swinging, one way or another, depending the weekend, depending the track. Sometimes we were a bit closer to the top 4 at the start of the year. Now we kind of dropped slightly. The last few weekends been slightly more complicated, but we're still there and we've been very consistent. So, yeah, happy on one side. On the other side, I like to see us, catching the train ahead of us a little bit more, and hopefully that's what we'll be able to do in the coming weekends.
David Croft, Sky Sports F1. It's a question to all 3 of you, and Pierre, it's great to see you with the trophy on Monday. But it's not the end of the story, as Oscar alluded. McLaren, Red Bull, that they are appealing the results of your appeal. Setting aside your own personal interests here, what would you like to see for the good of the sport come out of the results of the Red Bull and McLaren appeal, so that learnings can be taken forward for the future, so we don't have a situation like we had in Monaco again?
Pierre, let's start with you.
All right. I don't know how much time we got here, but it's difficult to be, I don't want to be too long. I think for the good of the sport, we don't want to see what happened again in the future. There was a mistake, down during that weekend, and I think it's important we all learn from it. And at the same time, I think that's what I've said the other time, you know, if a mistake was done and can be corrected because it's been unfairly given for no wrongdoing. So in that case, in our situation, if you have a chance to correct it, I think it's the right thing as a sport to do it. And I must say I was very pleased by the actions and the sort of outcome of the decision post-race. But obviously from, you know, McLaren, Oscar, I think, you know, George situation, I completely understand that, you know, for their own performance, I've got nothing to do with their results, but they probably feel some sort of injustice from what's been done to them. But that has nothing to do with Alpine or our own race, and I think that's something they need to sort out on their side. But I do think if you can correct a mistake which was done, is the right way of approaching it, to come back on it, and that's what I like to see in the future. Obviously, we don't see this situation, but if eventually a mistake is done, I think it's the right way to correct it. Yeah.
Andreas Gruber, Servus TV. I have a question to Pierre, who we all know is an avid football fan, a part owner of a football club, and we saw you celebrating the Champions League win of PSG. As we all know, tomorrow there's a big game on for France at the World Cup, 9 o'clock. Question, is that in your daily schedule? Are you going to be able to watch it? And if so, do you have an idea what kind of game we can expect from Les Bleus?
Yes, it is in my schedule. Once I've obviously finished and figured out what I want to do with my car. But yeah, definitely going to watch the game. And yeah, I mean, I love football. I think we have an incredible team, incredible players. And yeah, I watch a lot of football, obviously support my team. Isaac, you're welcome to come in the hospitality if you want to watch as well. And yeah, I mean, they are just insane. Like the players, we've got the quality. It's just it's a 90-minute show every time, and I enjoy a lot in front of the TV.
Isaac, will you take up Pierre's offer?
Is it at 9 p.m.? I'll think about it. It's, yeah, why not?
Leonid Kluev, Grand Premier. Question to all three. It's going to be a very hot weekend. Several drivers said today that the most challenging part is just sitting on the grid right before the start. What's the most difficult part for you? And how much time have you spent in saunas preparing? Thank you.
Isaac, let's start with you this time.
Yeah, I mean, I've prepped for it, not like last week or this. I think it's consistent work. So yeah, I mean, running in Milan last week under 36 degrees was definitely a good preparation for it, and didn't feel too nice. But yeah, overall, I think we know what to expect, and we're prepared for this year.
Okay, thanks all. Next, Pierre, coming to you now. Flavio Briatore did an interview recently in which he was asked to put a timeline on getting Alpine back into championship contention. He refused to put a timeline on it. What is your reaction to that, and what sort of timeline do you as a driver want?
I think the timeline is the same for all of us in the team, is as soon as possible. What does that mean exactly? You know, realistically, we're not looking, we got to look at what we can improve right now in the short term, and know our strengths and weaknesses as a team, and how much time we have to, you know, put all the pieces together. I think Flavio's been here long enough to know that it doesn't happen overnight. We all wish it could, but you know, the reality is very different. I think the target was definitely to, you know, sort of be top of the midfield and slowly getting closer to the cars ahead, and that's what we got to focus on you know, in the short term. But yeah, I fully believe in, you know, Flavio's sort of like master plan, and you know, what we got to put in place. I think a lot of steps in the right direction have been taken since last year, and there's still a long way to go until we achieve what we want to achieve in Formula One with Alpine. But I think eventually, I really hope we can achieve that.
He also said that you were, and I'm quoting him, one of the top 6 drivers on the grid. What's your reaction to that?
I think I believe I am. It's nice to hear it from Flavio, but I've been here long enough to know that I got to focus on my own business. I try to be the best I can every single time I'm in the car, and sometimes the best I can do is 15th place last year. It doesn't mean that I'm a bad driver. Sometimes you get a car that allow you to finish in the top 5, win, or top 10, and you just gotta extract the best you can. And yeah, I think I'm performing well. Can I get even better? Yes, I can, and that's what I work for every day. And yeah, I still think I can deliver even stronger performances than I'm doing, and that's what I got to work on. So yeah, it's nice from Flavio, and we're working very well together. So I'm happy with the dynamic we have as a team, and just want us to be able to perform even better than we're doing.
Una pregunta muy fácil para ti. ¿Quién crees que va a ser el mejor jugador de la Copa del Mundo?
Messi.
¿Algún rival le ves cerca? No, porque están todos marcando.
No, ya no hay, ya es el mejor. No hay ninguno cerca y no tiene competencia. Así que es pobre los demás.